Hey guys, welcome back. It's Monday and we're bringing back the rope climbs. Second week, second time we're seeing ropes. A little surprising sometimes to see these odd movements show up back to back like that, but it also gives us an opportunity to work on these skills and to refine our technique a little bit and to get better. Today, we're going to be providing some tips on avoiding rope burn. We're also going over the snatch, so stay tuned. All right, so today's workout has two parts to it. The first part is going to be a strength or skill session where we're working on our power snatch. And so we're basically going to start light. We're going to build up a little heavier. And we're going to start off with 5 repetitions. And then every 2 minutes, we're going to decrement the number of repetitions, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Meanwhile, increasing the number of the load on the barbell. So the snatch is basically a power and explosive movement where we are taking a weight from the ground and then receiving it overhead, hopefully with arms locked out and in a nice stable position. So there's usually a lot that's going on in the movements, and it's helpful to focus on one thing at a time, because there can be a lot of moving parts, and to give yourself the permission to let some of the other things just kind of go along for the ride and to maybe focus on one aspect of the lift and to try to refine that. So when you have something like the work that we did today, where we have multiple sets and, gradually increasing the load, it provides you the opportunity to look for that consistency, see what's going well. And then when the weights are getting heavier, what part of the movement maybe is breaking down for you a little bit, and what can you work on and use as your focus. So I could talk a little bit about my lifts right now. What I'm learning a little bit on that. I really am getting, not getting under the bar as quickly as I would like. And I was really working on the top part of that snatch where I'm trying to aggressively pull the bar after it hits the hips to try to pull it overhead, get those elbows high. But it really was kind of not having good luck with that. So I think we're coming up on the round of 2 repetitions. So it is a little bit heavier, and I'm going to really kind of focus on trying to guide that bar up aggressively, getting the elbows higher than the shoulders, and then to quickly snap under and squat under the bar. All right, were my elbows higher than my shoulders? I'm not sure. So, it's getting a little bit heavy for me. So I'm working on that extension of the hips and then trying to guide the bar up pretty much close to the body, getting the elbows up high. If you are pulling the elbows, well, if that bar tends to bounce away, then it's going to be away from your body, obviously. So this is the last set of these, and I didn't get what I was looking for in this one. I think I have a little bit of a press out. So I need more explosive hips, and I really need to continue pulling up on that bar and pulling myself under. So that's what I'm working on that. And like I said, it's good to pick one area to focus on so that you can continue to build on those over time and not get overwhelmed by all the different moving parts. We're into the workout now. This one starts with 2 power snatches, and then we have a 400-meter row, and then we have 2 rope climbs. Then there's 5 total rounds of that. The number of snatches goes up 2, 4, 6, 8, and then finally 10 in the final round. But everything else stays the same. There's still 400 meters rowing, and we still have those 2 rope climbs. So, there's a lot of rowing. We have 5 rounds, 400 meters. Sneaky, we're sneaking in a 2K row in there. If we do the math, that's 400 meters 5 times. That's a 2K row. So I suppose you could think about picking a pace that is maybe a little slower than your 2K pace as something that you can sustain, because you have the other movements in there, the rope climbs and the snatches. So I wanted to talk a little bit about rope burn and how you can try to avoid or to avoid that. And the main thing really when you're doing your rope climbs is to really avoid making substantial contact between your skin and the rope. There's different techniques for gripping the rope with your legs. And the one that tends to create a lot of problems is when you wrap that rope around your leg. We've referred to that as the Spanish wrap and it basically, I'm not even sure why we call it that. I could be wrong. We could be calling it something else. But the rope is basically wrapping around your lower leg, and you're using all of that friction to really create a very secure and tight clamp on the rope. The problem is all that contact with your skin, and it's not likely to go very well because all of that friction is just going to play off as creating a lot of abrasions on your skin as you're going up and down the rope. So instead, what you want to do is you want to slide your leg up on the inside and just focus on getting that clamp. As you kind of see as I'm climbing, the rope's really not making contact with my lower leg very much at all, if at all. And instead, getting the rope around your shoe, and the shoe provides plenty of protection, especially if you have one of the CrossFit shoes that's going to have a little bit of grips on the insole or instep, where it's going to actually grip that rope for you too. So a lot of things are going to add up to being able to create a secure foot clamp without requiring a lot of contact with the rope. I suppose the other thing that can be really helpful too is that, again, just kind of going back to what we were talking about last week, where we want to use our legs as much as possible. So as we grab the rope, we're kind of relaxing our arms in some sense and just standing up on that secure foot clamp that we create, that we're creating with our feet. So again, the key to this is going to be just avoiding contact, either by leaning back a little bit on the rope or just basically sliding your leg up. We should also talk about sequencing a little bit. The proper sequencing is going to be to grip the rope with long arms first. Then you're going to bring your knee up high. Then step 3, you're going to be clamping the rope with your feet. So you got to do it in that order. Otherwise, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be clamping your feet, and then you're going to be kind of raising your knee up, and the rope's going to come with it. And you're not going to get a very substantial bite on that rope, and we'll just be inching up the rope. So those are some tips on avoiding rope burn. And today's workout is brought to you by CrossFit Glen Burnie. I'm so glad you guys are able to join in on our conversations here, and we'll be bringing a lot more tips, techniques, and additional information to you. So take care, guys, and have a great day. Peace.